Alrighty, so we are making gumbo today. This is actually a recipe from Strange Academy comic. I wanted to test it out, see how well it tastes. So we're chopping up our celery, we're chopping up our red bell peppers, onions, garlic, andouille sausage, shrimp, flour, vegetable oil, parsley, cayenne pepper, extra virgin olive oil, and chicken stock. So right now we are just doing the chopping process. I'm going to make a roux here, and I'll show you how to do that in a couple seconds. So we've made our roux, which is just vegetable oil and flour. Make sure to use an all-purpose flour, because if you don't, it can thicken it up a little bit. Now we're heating everything up, getting it all to cook, getting the vegetables soft. We have all of our vegetables in here. We have our andouille sausage, our garlic, bell peppers, celery, and onions. And then we will, after this, cook up our shrimp as we let this heat up and simmer. And then I will show you how to do the sausage. Chicken stock to this because it's already starting to sear on the bottom. You really wanted the veggies soft prior, which they should be for the most part, but we don't want it to burn. So we've got our chicken stock in, and then we're going to let this cook for about 4 hours or 2 hours. I'm going to add in a little bit more stuff. We're going to cover it. It's going to simmer. We're going to add our other spices, our cayenne pepper. I've got my pan over here a little bit too hot for my shrimp, but we're going to saute them up. I need my teaspoons. Right. We want half a teaspoon cayenne pepper. We want 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Hopefully this doesn't, actually, can you give me that? 1.5 teaspoons. Parsley. One bay leaf. Didn't need those bay leaves anymore. We're gonna mix this up because we don't want it. We're gonna lower the heat as well. And this is what happens when you don't use all-purpose flour.
There is all-purpose flour in there.
No, we used it. Alrighty. Want parsley at the end and pepper. On June 23, 1906, the Pure Food and Drug Act is passed. Pepper. And then the rest of the stuff we add in at the end. So I put a little bit too much shrimp in this. You don't want it like completely full, but you can see that it's completely full. You want it a little bit even so you can spread it out. And my shrimp was still frozen even though we got it a couple days ago and left it in the fridge, so it's gonna be a little bit watered down with the oil. We actually want it to saute, and it might be a little bit hard to saute, so make sure that your shrimp is completely unfrozen and you have some room to work in your pan. Otherwise it's not going to saute the way you want it. So we're gonna let these sit till they become translucent and a little bit gold, and it should be about 7 to 10 minutes, and we'll check on them then. All right, so the shrimp is done. It's got a nice golden brown crisp to it. You can see right here. Oh, it's sort of hard to see, but it's got a nice golden brown crisp. So we're gonna mix it in with the green onions, and we're going to now let it sit for about 30 minutes and then serve on a bed of rice. And that's it. We're done.